Foolio getting killed after his birthday party was wild, but the full story behind why and how it happened makes it one of the craziest murders in rap history, and we're about to break the whole thing down. In June 2024, Foolio was celebrating his 28th birthday in Tampa, Florida, just a few hours away from his hometown of Jacksonville. Foolio's fans know how wild the war in Jacksonville has been since at least 2017. Foolio and Young and Ace turned the city into a war zone, and bodies have been dropping on both sides. And that's why nobody knew why Foolio was dropping his own location like that. Foolio had been posting about the party all over social media and told people DM him to get the address. Foolio is one of the most hated dudes in the rap game and had already survived some wild shootings. The ops were all over him, but he still let everyone know exactly where he was going to be. Foolio was throwing a pool party at an Airbnb, but it got shut down by the cops because there was too many people. After the cops came through and told everyone to leave, Foolio and his crew headed to another spot to keep the party going. But what Foolio didn't know is that the ops were already following him. Isaiah Chance, aka Gutta Zay, and his girlfriend Alicia Andrews were tracking Foolio. According to the cops, they followed Foolio to two different locations, and at both places, Gutta Zay called up the shooters and they pulled up in a different whip. Then when Foolio and his crew went to a hotel at the end of the night, both of the cars followed him there. When Foolio and his homies pulled into the hotel parking lot, the ops parked across the street so Foolio wouldn't know he was being watched. Then Gutta Zay and Alicia Andrews rode through the parking lot of the hotel to make sure Foolio was there. They pulled off, and that's when three shooters hopped out of the other whip and ran down on the car Foolio was sitting in. Shots started going off before Foolio and his crew could do anything. Everyone in the car got hit up, but Foolio was the only one who died. After the news broke that Foolio got killed, rumors started flying about who was behind the hit, and the cops already thought some shooters came all the way from Jacksonville to take Foolio out. The cops knew how much beef Foolio had in his hometown, and they knew from the jump that it wasn't just a random shooting. Fans and cops already knew Foolio and Young and Ace had been beefing for years, and Ace put more heat on himself when he dropped the track Do It on the same day Foolio died and rapped, "Every car I'm in, these bitches tinted, choppers and killers in it, catch his ass and do his ass, you know he finished. Flip his ass, then smoke his ass. We stand on business. All my niggas get active. Jump in the car, we all in traffic. And niggas called the phone, said they got the low. I told them do it. I ain't sparing shit. It's on site if we into it." Then a few days later, Ace took more shots at Foolio on the track Game Over and said, 5 in the morning, I got a call. What is this? Dead on the floor, dead on arrival, Mr. 6. I'm steady screaming out, fuck the law and fuck the 6. 4 in the car and one of them dead, 3 got hit. I told them niggas they don't want no war with this shit, and I told them niggas go and step hard around this bitch. Ace still wasn't finished though, and when he dropped the track Ready to Die, he took more shots at Foolio and rapped, "Niggas is dead from around the corner, TikTok. I was chillin'. These niggas thought they was running shit. These niggas got a couple of views. They thought he was really lit. And they not outside for real. The ops be dying for real. Hop out the car and chase something. You think you can go face for face with me? The last nigga 6 feet deep. And face shot, fuck 12. They ain't solving nothing. Niggas did all that running, that fuck nigga still died. Fuck nigga dead, his dog trying to keep his name alive." Ace wasn't the only one from his side dissing though. Spin the Benz and Whopper with the Chopper also had beef with Foolio, and they dropped the track Foolio Dead and sent shots like, "Foolio dead for real. It's not a joke. I know they said that the last time. This time it's not a hoax. I'm from Jacksonville. We jack and kill, pop that steel, gang, let's go. That boy Big Pack. Roll him up, Big Smoke. His mama stronger than him. That bitch survived. He got blicked down." They even called Foolio out by his real name and rapped, "I would tell you, ask Charles Jones, but he dead for real. This time it's serious. He ain't coming back. And if he do, y'all can kill me. Somebody gotta die. It can't be us. We gotta kill. We might have to touch one of these niggas to make them feel it." Ace's side was even dissing Foolio from jail. Ace's homie K-So has been locked up ever since he allegedly killed a dude named Lil Buck in broad daylight. Lil Buck had dissed K-So's brother Boscoon after he got killed, so K-So allegedly slid on him in a Jacksonville parking lot. K-So also got charged for killing Foolio's homie Lil Bibby, and after Foolio died, K-So posted a picture of him and Foolio together back in the day and said, "It's gonna be boring without you." What's crazy about the war in Jacksonville is that a lot of the dudes beefing with each other were cool back in the day. Foolio's mom even said that she knew K-So and his whole family.
That's K-So. I know him. I know his mother. I know his whole family.
But after the beef popped off, everyone started killing each other, even though they used to be homies. When Foolio died, a lot of people connected it to Ace and his homies from the jump, but the dudes who allegedly actually killed Foolio had their own reasons to take him out. 3 days after Foolio died, the cops in Jacksonville pulled an SUV over for speeding. At first, it was just a normal traffic stop, and they had no idea that they were about to break the Foolio case wide open. The dude driving the whip was Sean Gathright, an 18-year-old who's allegedly from Oxford, Mississippi. Gathright was arrested in Oxford back in May 2023 for shooting at an apartment complex where 3 people got hit up. But Gathright skated on the case, and his lawyer said he was just defending himself. Right now, it's not clear how Gathright got wrapped up in the Foolio situation, but the cops say he was one of the 3 shooters who killed Foolio in Tampa. When the cops pulled Gathright over for speeding, they also found a gun, mushrooms, and ammo in the whip. They still had no idea that he was connected to the Foolio hit, but it looks like Gathright might have flipped and told the cops exactly how it went down. Before they picked Gathright up for speeding, nobody knew who was on the Foolio hit. After he was killed, the Jacksonville and Tampa police linked up with the feds to solve the case, but it didn't seem like they had a lot of evidence yet. But that all changed after they booked Gathright. After Gathright got booked, he tried to escape from the jail by climbing on a table in the interrogation room and taking tiles out of the ceiling. The cops caught him before he could climb up into the ceiling though, and that's when Gathright allegedly started talking. One day after Gathright was arrested and interrogated, the cops got a warrant to arrest Gutta Zay and his girlfriend Alicia Andrews. A bunch of cops with assault rifles rolled up and surrounded Gutta Zay's crib, and he never had a chance to do the race. After about 20 minutes, Gutta Zay and Alicia Andrews both came out of the house and were arrested for premeditated first-degree murder with a firearm and conspiracy to commit premeditated first-degree murder with a firearm. According to the cops, Gutta Zay and Alicia were the ones who followed Foolio around on the day he got killed, but they weren't the ones who took him out. Gutta and Alicia were just dropping Foolio's location to Gathright and 2 cousins who had major personal beef with Foolio on 6th Block. After Gutta and Alicia got booked, the cops announced that they were looking for 2 more shooters, Davion and Rashad Murphy. Davion and Rashad Murphy are cousins from Jacksonville who allegedly repped 1200. Gutta Zay allegedly reps ATK, which is the same crew Ace is from, and they're clicked up heavy with 1200. Foolio was already Rashad and Davion Murphy's op because of the gang ties, but they also had a personal reason to kill him. Back in 2018, a dude from 6th Block named Kenny K took out a 1200 affiliate named Spaz in a brutal shooting at a high school football game. According to rumors, Kenny K and his homie Lil Bibby went to the game and were spotted by Spaz and some other dudes from 1200. Spaz allegedly tried to press Bibby and Kenny, and that's when Kenny K upped his strap and started letting off shots. He hit Spaz and 2 other people in front of a huge crowd, and Spaz was pronounced dead at the scene when the cops rolled up. Kenny K got booked for second-degree murder, but later he pleaded guilty to manslaughter because the witnesses wouldn't come to court and testify against him. Kenny K came home after fighting the case for 5 years, and Foolio started putting them on. They were hanging around each other all the time, and Foolio even brought Kenny K with him the last time he went on No Jumper. Killing Spaz was bad enough, but Foolio and the rest of 6th Block never stopped dissing him. And then the disrespect went to a whole different level when someone went to Spaz's grave and posted a video of them pissing on it. Nobody knows who actually did it, but rumors said that Foolio was the one who went to the grave. Spaz was a big loss for 1200, and especially for Rashad and Davion Murphy. According to reports, Spaz was Rashad's little brother, and he was Davion's cousin too. When Foolio died, a lot of people were pointing at Young and Ace and saying he dropped a bag on Foolio's head, but Rashad and Davion Murphy had their own reason to take him out. Gutta Zay had a personal reason to kill Foolio too. Gutta Zay was tight with Young and Ace's brother 2-3 back in the day. Then in 2018, Ace, 2-3, and 2 other homies got hit up in traffic, and Ace was the only one who survived. Foolio and the rest of 6th Block have been dissing 2-3 ever since he died, like on the track When I See You, where Foolio rapped, "Bitch, I'm 2-3 high. Bitch, say your goodbye. Get that boy to business like a suit and a bow tie. Light them boys block up like the 4th of July. They got caught lacking, the whole world wanna know why." And 4 shot, 3 dead in the worst way. He kept dissing on me, now he's smoking 23. Julio isn't the only dude from that side who allegedly died because of 2-3 though. Back in August 2023, a dude named Jake Jitt was shot and killed while driving down the highway. The ops caught up to him and started letting off shots, and Jake Jitt ended up crashing into another whip and dying on the spot. A few months before he died, Jake Jitt dissed 2-3 when he posed in front of his grave with Foolio and some other homies. Jake Jitt had also just started rapping, and on the track he dropped with K Shorty called Fuck the Ops, K Shorty dissed 2-3 and rapped, "Ride 4 deep under 2% tint, so you know who I'm with, you can't see in this car. Hopping on feet, Lil Shug try to get with that fence. I heard he got hit with that Glock. Smoking on Michi and Leaky, they speaking on Tiki. I'm rolling 2-3 in my guard." That's when Ace's side started taking shots at Jake Jitt too. And on the track Rap, Wappa with the Chopper said, Who the fuck is Jake Jit? We don't know. Just another name gonna be added to the scope. After Jake Jit posted a photo at 2-3's grave, Gutta Zay reposted it on IG and wrote, "The biggest mistake anyone on earth could have did. Jake Jit was killed just a few months later, and rumors say that it was cause he was dissing 2-3 so much." Gutta Zay was allegedly rocking with ATK before the Foolio murder, but now he's on social media sending threats at everybody. Someone from Ace's side allegedly posted some snitching allegations against Gutta Zay, so Gutta Zay hopped on IG and said, "NHG and ATK gonna need God playing with me, especially with those allegations. Call my bluff." Gutta Zay, Rashad, and Davion Murphy all had clear reasons to crash out and kill Foolio, but the most confusing part of the case is how Sean Gathright is connected to them. He's allegedly from Mississippi, not Jacksonville like everyone else, and that's why some people were claiming that he was just a paid shooter who didn't have anything to do with the beef. But after Gathright got booked, the cops searched his whip and crib and found some shells that allegedly connected him to another shooting where Foolio almost died. In October 2023, Foolio was driving through Jacksonville and stopped at a gas station to buy a vape. Somehow the ops already had his location though, and they started letting off shots and almost killed Foolio. He made out of the situation alive, and Foolio told Say Cheese TV that he heard that there was a bag on his head.
I mean, it is around what 100?
I heard that. I heard 50 one time, I heard 80 one time. I heard a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no telling if it's true or not, but I heard a lot of shit.
Some rumors claim that Foolio got shot in October 2023 because a dude from No Hospital gang named Tilly had just been killed. Tilly was allegedly putting major pressure on the ops, and rumors say he was killed by a dude from Bully Gang named YBZ. According to rumors, YBZ's people are the ones who killed Tilly as get back for YBZ's murder, but Bully Gang is tight with 6 Block, so Foolio could have been a target too. Gathright used a shell catcher on the Foolio head, which is basically a net that you put on a gun to catch the empty shell casings so the cops can't find them and use it as evidence. He didn't get rid of the shell casings though, and when the cops searched his crib, they found more shells that connected his gun to another murder that happened in Jacksonville right before Foolio got killed. Before he died, Foolio had already survived a few different shootings, and fans thought it was weird how many times the ops were able to get the drop on him. Rumors have been flying that Foolio was getting backdoored by one of his own homies, and in January 2024, he dropped a track God Don't Know and rapped, "Death getting closer. Satan say I'm one shootout away. Need to free Yurda. Bully Gang ain't kill shit for Jake. You niggas played when they finally let me touch the pape. I want them killed. I need all them niggas out the way. It's a snake inside my grass fucking with ATK." After Foolio died, fans started posting pictures of a dude named Mizzle who used to hang with Foolio on Ace's side too. Rumors started flying that Mizzle was the one who backdoored Foolio, but there's no evidence he was involved with the beef at all. According to some sources, Mizzle doesn't rep any sets and is just cool with everyone. And he was allegedly in the car with Foolio and got shot too. Mizzle and Foolio actually grew up together, and Mizzle posted a photo from when they were kids and said that Foolio dying broke his heart. But after the paperwork came out, it pretty much confirmed that somebody close to Foolio was dropping info to the ops. The paperwork says that Sean Gathright was texting a woman and asked her to get in touch with the dude who was around Foolio before the shooting went down. Gathright stopped texting her after Gutta Zay and Alicia Andrews started following Foolio, so it looks like somebody who was with Foolio is the one who dropped the location. According to the cops, Gutta Zay and Alicia showed up in Tampa the day before the shooting, and Gathright, Rashad, and Davion followed in a different car. Police tracked their license plates and found out that they left Jacksonville around the same time that Foolio started posting about his birthday party on Instagram. Zay and Alicia started following Foolio and his crew while they were bouncing between different clubs while they fed information back to the other three. Once Foolio got back to the hotel, Zay and Alicia started circling around and passed by him twice. Not long after, 3 mass shooters hopped out of the other whip and started letting off shots. One of them was firing with a Glock with an extended mag, and the other 2 had ARs with shell catchers. After the shooting, one car headed back to Jacksonville, while the other drove toward Polk County. Police were able to capture the license plates of both vehicles and trace them back to Sean Gathwright's mom and a woman that lived with Rashad Murphy's brother. It's not clear how Sean Gathright was connected to the situation, but he allegedly pulled the trigger on Foolio twice. After Gathright and the rest of the crew killed Foolio in Tampa, Gathright stashed his whip at a family member's place, then Davion Murphy drove him back to Jacksonville. Rashad Murphy didn't bring his own phone on the hit, but he allegedly sent texts from Sean Gathwright's phone and told someone, "I'm coming home, my thirst is quenched. Pop a bottle of Don Julio today. Murphy." Rashad basically admitted to the murder right there and even signed off with his own name. Plus, he texted someone else at the same time and said, "I'm coming home, my thirst is quenched. I love you, Murphy." According to the cops, Rashad Murphy, Gutta Zay, and Alicia Andrews took an Uber all the way back to Jacksonville after the hit on Foolio. They had rented an Airbnb under Rashad Murphy's name in Tampa, and the Uber driver allegedly identified all three of them to the police. Police also found a screenshot of the Airbnb confirmation in Rashad's phone, proving he was in Tampa at the time of the shooting, along with a photo of someone wearing black boots that looked just like one of the shooters. Ring camera footage also showed all 5 suspects at the same Airbnb, proving they were all connected. Police started tracking their cell phones, which not only proved they were all in Tampa, but also put them at all the locations connected to the shooting. Davion Murphy did the race and hasn't been picked up yet, but the cops tracked Rashad Murphy down at an apartment building and brought in a SWAT team to arrest him. They had a standoff for an hour, and Rashad allegedly pointed a gun at his own head, but eventually he surrendered to the police and got booked for killing Foolio. The day after Sean Gathright was arrested, police searched his house and found multiple guns and spent shell casings which matched the ones found at the crime scene. They also found different shell casings from another time Foolio was shot and got hit in the foot but survived. The cops searched Gutta Zay's house and found multiple guns, including a Glock with an extended magazine. The Glock didn't match the one found on the crime scene, but they did find a poster in Zay's bedroom that had a diss about Foolio's gang. So there's plenty of evidence tying all the suspects to the murder, and they're being charged with first-degree capital murder, which means they could get the death penalty. Even though the charges are pretty serious, Gutta Zay seems confident he'll get out. On his Instagram story, he wrote, "I miss y'all, I'll be home soon." After the cops started making arrests, people still thought Young and Ace was involved with the hits somehow. The cops had a press conference and said that Ace isn't a suspect right now, but they're still watching every move he makes.
We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
And one dude hopped on social media and claimed that Ace paid him $10K to kill Foolio. The dude wore a mask and said he was the one who pulled the trigger on Foolio. The masked dude said that he rocked with Ace and ATK, and that Ace paid him $10K to slide on Foolio because Foolio was dissing too much. There's no evidence that the dude on IG had anything to do with it though, and most people think he's just clout chasing for attention. Even Ace's homie, ATK Queese, went on Instagram and told the Jacksonville police to stop claiming that the killers were part of ATK. He wrote, "JSO, LOL, please, stop putting people in ATK, seriously, all jokes aside." After everything went down, Ace went on DJ Academic's podcast and talked about the situation. Ace told Academics that he cried when he heard the news about Foolio.
I was in the bed crying and shit like, damn, niggas out there, like, shit crazy.
You shed a tear?
Multiple.
But it seems like Ace was just trolling because he also said that Foolio was his best friend.
You've experienced a lot of death. Like, I mean, I know you guys didn't get along like that, but it's like...
We were best friends.
Everyone knows that Ace and Foolio have been beefing for years, and both sides have lost so many people the beef was never going to get squashed. Ace told Academics that he left the streets behind and that the goal is to make it out of the trenches.
Yeah, out of the streets. If you're in it, stay away from it if you're not.
What about you?
I'm far away from them bitches.
Ace also said that he wasn't going to keep dissing Foolio since he's dead now, but that's after he already dropped 3 diss tracks right after he died. Ace is trying to keep his name out of the Foolio situation right now, but he allegedly knew everyone who was on the hit, and a rapper named Brick Baby claims that Ace has already lost 6 or 7 homies in Jacksonville after Foolio died.
I mean, a lot of what's the Youngin Ace, his boys? Yeah, been dropping like 6, 7.
Foolio getting killed was crazy, but some people think he might still be alive. After the news broke that he had been shot, someone on Foolio's IG account kept posting and commenting on other posts. When Young and Ace dropped the track Game Over, Foolio's account posted a trash can emoji in the comments, and Ace said, "You still fucking with me, dude? I love you forever." Then there was another post on Foolio's page that said, "The life of a demigod. You can never kill a demigod. The power of voodoo is real, and the world will be shocked very soon. Mark these words." Foolio talked a lot about voodoo before he died. He told Vlad TV back in 2022 that he did voodoo, but he couldn't really talk about the details.
That's something you can't really speak about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go to Florida and just, you know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff that how you do, like you sleep in the graveyard for like 3 days, 4 days to a week. Drink chicken, like animal blood. It's different stuff though,
He also dropped a track called Voodoo and raps, "My grandma do voodoo. Fuck it. Now I'm playing with that woo. We just chopped the head off a goose. 6 to living proof." And after Foolio survived getting shot in the foot back in 2023, he tweeted, "This life I live not recommended. I told my grandma my voodoo working." Whoever was running the page also posted a promo that Foolio had recorded before he died. Then they bragged about making $250K off the post. The page also posted a story on IG that said, "I'm still here," and fans were thinking that Foolio might have actually survived the hit. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case though, and Foolio really did lose his life. Videos from his funeral started going around social media, and his friends and family were even rapping his Young and Ace diss track, "When I See You," at the funeral. About a month after Foolio died, his mom did an interview with Say Cheese TV and aired everything out. She said that somebody had Foolio's IG password and was posting all the weird stuff, but she got control of the page now.
Somebody had his password or whatever, and I'm just able to retrieve it from his phone or whatever. But before, I wasn't running his account. But as of right now, you can see the different stuff on there now. Me posting songs or whatever. Now I am running the account.
She also confirmed the rumors that someone put a bag on Foolio's head. She hopped on Facebook and said, "It's crazy those that paid them. Was he that much of a threat to y'all?" It's not clear who put the money on him, but rumors say that Alicia Andrews is already telling the cops everything, and she probably won't be the only one who flips. Everyone involved in the case could end up getting the death penalty if they don't plead out, so it's only a matter of time before someone starts throwing everyone else under the bus to save themselves. Foolio's mom said she tried to do everything she could to keep him out of the streets, but Foolio would never listen. At one point, Foolio's mom actually got shot 8 times over all the beef he had in Jacksonville, but Foolio kept dissing the ops and all the dead homies they lost. Foolio's mom wants to keep his name alive and plans on releasing a lot of the music he had in the vault. She's also working on a documentary about Foolio's life to tell his story. She's not the only one putting on for Foolio though. Omerta 5 is a rapper from Bully Gang who was tight with Foolio. Omerta was the one driving the whip when Foolio died, and Omerta got hit up too but survived the shooting. He's still recovering from the shots, but Omerta already dropped a track called June 23rd and rapped, "Conversation with my surgeon. I know she saw me hurting. Woke up from that table, all I'm thinking about is purging. Wish I could've covered 6. I never saw the devil lurking." Foolio was one of the most hated dudes in the rap game, but he still had a lot of homies in Jacksonville who were probably going to be sliding for him. Rumors say that Ace and his side have already lost people over the situation, and it's clear that the war between 6 Block, ATK, and 1200 definitely isn't over.